Good morning. Welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Continue to see cold conditions across the region today. And see highs today only in the mid-20s. Wind chills will be in the single digits to the teens throughout the day today, with some breezy conditions. Seeing winds right now around 24 25 knots. We do have a wind advisory out currently, and that most likely will be in effect through the early afternoon hours today. As far as our precipitation chances go today, we'll see no chances of precipitation in general, a good amount of sunshine for the morning hours, then turning more filtered sunshine in the afternoon with some upper level cloudiness coming in. But overall, just continue with these cold temperatures into today and tomorrow as well before we see our next chance of a storm system moving the region for the second half of the weekend. Taking a look at our current surface analysis, we do have Arctic air in place with high pressure overhead, seeing a weak disturbance moving through the plain states this morning, as well as a weak air low pressure across the southern plains. So we'll see this area high pressure kind of control our weather for today and tomorrow before we see an upper level trough dig into the Midwest as well as into the Tennessee Valley for Saturday, and that'll provide an area low pressure to develop off the Carolina coast for Saturday night and Sunday, perhaps giving us some snowfall as well as some unsettled conditions for the second half of Saturday and into Sunday morning. So taking a look at our observation page as well as radar and satellite imagery, you can see here the advisories and watches from the National Weather Service. We are currently under a winter storm watch by the Wakefield National Weather Service for our Saturday into Sunday system. Currently expecting some possible moderate impacts along the coastline and minor impacts inland. We'll continue to monitor the system. It is a tough forecast this time with the very tight gradient in the precipitation amounts along the coastline and as well inland across the area. So looking at the current satellite imagery, you can see we do have lots of snowpack across the north and western portion of the Delmarva Peninsula, as well as the Mid-Atlantic region currently. And with that, we are seeing that cold air across the region with temperatures today and tomorrow in the 20s. Looking at our HRRR model here for the next 24 to 48 hours here, you can see just more cloud cover this afternoon, mainly in the upper levels. And moving into our Friday, we'll see some possibility of some light snowfall well south and west of our region, but most likely that'll be eaten up by some dry air or not able to reach the surface due to that low-level dry air. Moving into our Saturday, you can see here the HRRR does try to bring some reflectivity, very light reflectivity in the area overnight Friday and Saturday. So can't rule out a brief flurry, but overall not expecting any accumulation of snowfall during that time period. And when we move into Saturday, you can see this mile run here does start to develop some snow showers across southern and central Virginia, and that could be the start of a system moving towards our region. And look at the European model here for the next few days, looking at that high overhead today into tomorrow. We'll see the upper level trough starting to dig into the Midwest on Friday evening and then into the Tennessee Valley on Saturday. That's going to cause an area low pressure to develop off the Carolina coast. And this is the main question of the forecast coming up for Saturday to Sunday, is how close does this low develop to the coast? Does it strengthen rapidly closer to the coast than what the models are saying, or a bit farther east? And that's going to really play an important role in how much precipitation we're able to see come in from the ocean across our region. This European run here did bring in some snow showers Saturday late morning into the afternoon hours. Expecting those snow showers primarily during the second half of the day on Saturday and into Saturday night. Looks like our best chance of seeing any accumulating snowfall at this time, Saturday night into Sunday, as this area low pressure really wraps up off the Carolina coast. Here the model run of a 978 low, so it will rapidly intensify into a very strong mid-latitude cyclone off the east coast, but still a lot of questions in where does this eventually develop, how quickly does it jog east or northeast, and those questions will answer our amount of precipitation we are to see across the region. But right now, as I mentioned, and looking at some charts later, seeing some moderate impacts possible here at Wallops on Saturday into Sunday morning. So looking at the next few days after Saturday and Sunday, Monday, just cold high pressure in control once again. Tuesday, continued cold weather, but moderating some across the area. So seeing a possibility of temperatures above freezing for our Tuesday into Wednesday, and then possibility as well of seeing a system move through for the second half of Wednesday into Thursday. I'm going to keep the forecast dry right now, but some models are indicating we'll have another system approaching the region during that time frame. And taking a look at our risk chart for today, so I do have a wind advisory currently in effect, so a red condition for our winds, gusting around 26 to 27 knots. That's going to be in effect most likely through the early afternoon hours today. Wind chills will be around or below 10 degrees, looks like, for the next 24 hours, so very cold conditions across the region. High today of 26, low tonight of 12, and we'll see those winds fairly light overnight, allowing those temperatures to dip down in the lower teens. 24-hour terminal forecast, we're going to see VFR conditions the next 24 hours, and our tides are running normal at this time. So looking into Friday and Saturday, Friday partly to mostly cloudy and cold, wind chills between 0 and 10 degrees during the morning. We'll see a high of 24 degrees. Friday night, we'll see mostly cloudy, overcast skies, a very slight chance of some snow, a light snow or flurries. As I mentioned with that HRR model, does show that very light reflectivity, moving into the area overnight Friday and Saturday. Most likely that's just some virga, but if it does reach the ground, just some light flurries across the region. Wind chills will be once again the single digits, a low of 15 degrees. For Saturday, cloudy and cold with a chance of light snow by late afternoon, becoming breezy by evening as well. Light snow accumulation possible by the evening hours, and once again we'll see those wind chills in the single digits to lower teens. And we'll see a high of only 23 degrees on Saturday. And with orange here for our precipitation chance on Saturday, as it looks like the second half of the day has a better chance of seeing that snowfall across the region. And a yellow for our winds, 25 knots or greater, and ceilings reduced with those snow showers in the area on Saturday. So the next 7 days, we'll see those temperatures well below normal and very cold from today through Sunday. Temperatures only seeing highs in the lower to mid-20s, overnight lows in the teens, and looking at our chances of snowfall for Saturday night into Sunday, that looks like the best chance we'll see the snowfall with this system. And as I mentioned, we'll continue to monitor this as there is a lot of intricacies that need to be worked out in the models, as well as where that load does eventually develop and how quickly it does move east as while it rapidly intensifies. So that'll play an important role in our forecast for our Saturday into Sunday. As of right now, the heaviest snowfall does appear to be across the Tidewater and south of the Tidewater into North Carolina. As we move into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll see temperatures starting to moderate with a high of 32 on Monday, seeing temperatures above freezing finally for Tuesday and Wednesday at 39 and 36. And as I mentioned on Wednesday, we'll see a possibility of another system approaching the region, and we'll continue to monitor that as temperatures are still below average for this time of year, so could be seeing some precipitation challenges with that system as well once we move into the latter portion of next week. And the last slide here, this is our weekend storm, just a brief chart here. We see our minor impacts inland and central Delmarva across Salisbury. As we move into the moderate impacts as of right now, kind of aligning with the winter storm watch from the National Weather Service. We do have those along the coastline where we will most likely see a bit more precipitation, as well as the strong winds across those areas, including Wallops and Ocean City and down across southern Accomack. As we move into our model chart here, this is the 50 percentile from the European model, the 6Z run from the ensembles, so giving us 3 inches in Salisbury, only about less than 2 inches north and west of that, and seeing the higher amounts, as I mentioned, along the coastline near 6 inches in Ocean City, 5 around here at Wallops, and then higher amounts across the Tidewater and south in North Carolina. This is just a model output, not a forecast from us, but does give an idea of how the models are having a tough time with the precipitation amounts just off the coast. And as I mentioned in the briefing earlier, if this system were to develop 50 miles east of what is expected right now, this precipitation shield would shift 50 miles, or 50 miles west, it would shift 50 miles west. So there's some big implications of exactly where that low develops, how quickly it does jog east after developing, and what the precipitation shield across our area will be like as a result of that. So right now, looking at some moderate impacts across the Wallops region for Saturday night into Sunday, and some minor impacts inland. And we'll continue to provide updates as we move through the next few days with this system, and giving some possible totals in our forecast, or expected totals for the snowstorm this afternoon with some products coming out. Well, that's going to complete our 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. I hope everybody has a great day today. We're back tomorrow morning, 8:15 at 10 a.m.